What's up, everybody? It's your girl Diane coming to you with this very motivational and inspirational video of why you should put God first. First, let me tell you the reason for me making this my first video on this channel is because God is the creator of all things on earth and up above in heaven. So we must put Him first in our priorities throughout our lives. So with that said, let's begin this video. There are many things in our world today that can be more than distracting. It is hard to focus on things where there is reality TV, Instagram, and Facebook. I know that there are things that we all have to complete. There are essays that need to be written, phone calls to be made, and dinner that needs to be cooked. In our society, we fill our days with things that seem so important, yet they are so insignificant when you compare them to God. There are so many things that clamor for our attention and devotion. Our jobs, our kids, our spouses, our hobbies, the demands and distractions of life. And we have to be careful not to let them become more important or more of a priority than our relationship with God. Yet, how many of the things that occupy our time, money, thoughts, and attention have taken place where God is supposed to be? Looking for one way to dramatically impact your life? Keeping God first will radically change your life. You'll experience more joy, peace, vision, and fulfillment by doing this and see God move in ways you never thought possible. But for that to happen, a little reflection is needed. Our tendency is to drift away from God instead of toward Him. If you keep God first in these 5 areas of your life, it will result in tremendous personal growth and change in your life. So let's start with the first area of your life. 1. Your heart. There are only 2 kingdoms in life, the kingdom of God and the kingdom of the enemy. Which kingdom do you want to invest in your life? Pride is wanting our own kingdom, and sin is the evidence of Satan's kingdom at work in our heart. Quarrels, anxiety, fear, shame, insecurity, bitterness, self-absorption, and death are all part of this kingdom. In God's kingdom, there is freedom. When God is king of our hearts, we receive peace, joy, love, mercy, grace, forgiveness, and hope. We have a generous God who gives us the desire, power, resources, and ability to follow Him. You can't serve both yourself and God. You must choose a side. Since we will automatically gravitate away from God and His kingdom, we must be diligent to keep realigning our allegiance and our heart. Moving on to the second area of your life where you should keep God first is your time. Many of us say we want to put God first, but would our time reflect our heart? What we do with our time reveals a lot about our priorities and kingdom alliance. Our time is precious and coveted, probably because most of us feel we lack control over how we spend it. We only have a fixed amount of hours in a day, and demands that usually overdraw. The problem with time is that we constantly spend it without the ability to get more of it. With all that in play, it makes sense why many of us devote the best part of our time to accomplishing the most urgent and important demands of the day. But here's my challenge to you all out there. I bet that if you devoted the first and best of your time to God, that you would get more return for your time spent. Sound crazy? Intimate, uninterrupted time with Christ realigns your heart and renews your perspective, helping you see above the daily grind. During that time, God exchanges your burdens for peace and provides clarity, vision, and direction for your day. Think of it as setting your course each day in a way that will make you more productive, less stressed, and focused on what's most important. Still have your doubts? Give it a try. You have nothing to lose and everything to gain. Moving on to the third area in your life where you should keep God first, your resources. We serve a generous God who freely gives what is costly. If God owns the world, has every resource readily available to Him, and gives generously, there is no reason for us to hoard or be stingy. Children in the kingdom of God are to be generous and hold on to their possessions loosely. So create a margin in your finances and resources so that you are positioned to give generously when a need arises. Tithing is another way to keep God first with your resources. God doesn't need our money. All the gold and silver are already at His disposal. The point of tithing our income is to serve as a reminder to us who comes first. So will we give the first of our labor to God, trusting that He will provide for us? Or will we withhold it because we doubt His generosity and goodness toward us? Tithing is simply a trust exercise to reveal your kingdom allegiance. Moving on to the fourth area of our lives which we should keep God first. 4. Your talents. Everything we have received from God. This includes our talents, abilities, and gifts. God put a lot of intentional thought into designing each of us for a unique purpose. What is your purpose? What were you created to do? How do your personality, natural abilities, and spiritual gifts complement each other? Take some time to think about the way God wired you and prayerfully ask Him to reveal His vision and purpose for your life. What ways can you use your talents to impact God's kingdom instead of just building your own? Last but not least, the fifth area of our lives which we should keep God first. 5. Your schedule. How often do we schedule our days, weeks, and year without ever thinking to consult God first? Think about it this way. God has been actively and personally involved in your life from the get-go. He designed you and is equipping you for a specific role to fill. He's currently moving in your life. He's leading and guiding you, testing and training you through every obstacle and hardship. He loves you and wants to be in an ongoing relationship with you. If God is this personally invested in you, wouldn't it make sense to ask Him for direction when planning out your agenda, schedule, and life? Instead of deciding what our goals will be, let's ask God what His goals are for us. Let's keep Him first. Focusing your heart, time, and resources on Him will bring more peace, fulfillment, and influence than you ever thought possible. So guys, here are some key points, benefits of keeping God first. Make it your goal to have a deep, intimate relationship with God. Let Him into every area of your life. If you constantly look to other people for answers and validation, pray about this and ask the Lord to help you stop doing that and instead look to Him. When you decide to serve God with your whole heart, and make Him first in your life, your soul will prosper and your joy and peace will increase. Remember to learn on Him more than anything else and tell Him, God, I want to do this, but I can't do it without you. He doesn't expect you to live for Him in your own strength or ability, and He understands when you make mistakes. So if you mess up, don't be discouraged and let it hold you back. Confess it and keep going. God will give you grace to do what you need to do. One day at a time, you and God together can do anything. So once you realize the importance of a relationship with God, you will feel a sense of relief because you have God in your life. He will take care of you. You just need to have faith in Him. He will provide for you and love you. He will challenge you, but He will help you. He will help you to worry less, love more, and cherish life. Put your faith in the Lord and He will be there. This relationship with God will be the most important one in your life. Strive from it, learn from it, and embrace all the Lord has to offer. So to everyone out there, my final thoughts are, I hope that this video has been helpful and will motivate and inspire you to keep God first in your life. The 5 areas in your life recap are 1. Your heart, 2. Your time, 3. Your resources, 4. Your talents, 5. Your schedule. So by implementing these areas in your life, you will keep God first in everything you do going forward. So again, hope that this has been helpful. If it has, please subscribe to my channel as I will be doing more motivational and inspirational videos like these. Of course, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to click on the notification bell for future videos upload. See you soon in my next video. Have a blessed day. Bye.